Hey Shuffle fans, this is Ashley Albert from the Royal Palms.
And this is Jonathan Schnapp coming to you almost live.
Almost live. And in color, we're about to watch the grudge match of the century, or at least of this year. Paulie Cogs, Spicy Boy, Jonathan Rodriguez,
Coglianese. That's how I pronounce it, at least. Paul Coglianese.
They have come in with their masks, with their gloves on, into our space with no one else there, disinfected, perfectly clean, socially distant, grudge match.
Yeah, and it looks like, we'll be starting up in a few here to give you the best 2 out of 3 with the 4-frame tiebreaker is the plan. It looks like we've got Paul starting out on the yellows and Spicy starting out on the blacks.
It's true. They look calm, cool, and collected. They're just taking a couple of practice shots now, and from what I can tell, no one seems too stressed out. It seems like still friendly, but it's early.
It's early, yeah.
So who knows how wrong this could all go by the time this is over.
Usually you'd shake hands right now, but it looks like they're just there it is.
There
okay.
Yes. Sure. The new handshake.
The new handshake is an elbow bump.
Okay, so because it's Paul's yellow, he goes out first. Classic St. Pete pilot to start.
Yeah.
Oh, Spicy, not social distancing by going over to that side.
That's part of the game, though. You're definitely allowed to go and take a look from the other person's side.
It's true.
Yeah.
He's doing a classic clear, which a lot of people do when they have the hammer. They just get everything off the board so that they don't leave any room for error. He's going to try it again. He's just going to go and knock that right out, clear it off.
Oh, the whiff.
Whiffs it.
Oh, he puts himself in the kitchen. Wow.
That is not something you want to see early on in the match.
Oh.
You can't start that way. Paul's going to try to block that up as best he can.
He does
a great job of it.
Wow.
Spicy's still going in there, trying to get it out. Oh, misses. But he did clear the block, and he's got his hammer. Paul's got to decide now, does he block it back up, or does he try to score something on the other side? What do you think?
I mean, I think scoring on the other side might be the move here, but I think he's
going for a block.
Yeah.
Ooh, doesn't really get there.
Yeah, it looks
Give
like
Spicy a little bit of a spot to knock himself out.
Spicy's got a shot.
Not
here.
A lot, but I think he can do it.
Is it worth it? You know what I mean? Is the question. Is it an easier shot than shooting the 8?
Right.
You know, and I
He's
think
going for it.
Well, people often,
And he gets it. Yeah.
Nice shot.
Okay.
People often get emotional about the kitchen, though, and
Sure.
I think looks like he had a good shot at it and he took it, and that worked out well.
But sometimes you get those kitchen blinders on and you can't see anything except wanting to get that kitchen out, when really sometimes just minimizing the damage is your best move.
That's exactly the case. Yeah.
But in this case, it paid off.
Yeah.
Spicy knocked it out, and no harm, no foul. We're still 0-0 going into frame 2.
Not totally no foul. I mean, Paul did steal his hammer, though.
That's
you know
true.
What I mean? And like that's big right now. So we're going to the other side here, what we call the foot of the court, the one with the not scoreboard on it.
Spicy opens with a 10. I
Wow.
don't think he meant to do that, but he'll take it. Nope.
Ooh, all right.
Paul knocks that out.
Nice replacement. See, Spicy's gonna try to measure this up and try to kitchen him.
He might.
Like, it's kind of waiting there for you. This is the classic
Let's see if he
shot.
gets it done.
Oh, just another whiff. Wow.
Just feeling off. You know, it's been a while since either one of these guys have been on the court, and that's showing in Spicy's case here today.
Great block.
Nice block from Paul.
I mean, maybe he can get to that.
I think he still can, but it's not as easy.
Got it.
Did it.
Wow, nice shot. But still left something for Paul there.
Left a nice block for Paul on either side.
He should be able to hide.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That was rough. That could have been a whole nother game.
All right. Well, Spicy could just block up the board here. That wouldn't be a bad shot to just block up.
Yeah, to hit on the...
He's not doing it, though. He's going to try to hide.
No, he's going to go in there.
Oh,
no.
Oh, that's all right.
Wow.
That's all right. That's a great shot. Wow.
That is a great shot.
He wanted more. He wanted more.
Sometimes you can take what you can get there.
That's a nice snuggle, though.
What's Paul going to do? Paul's just going to score, and he doesn't get it. Wow. All right. Could have been worse. Could have been better.
Well, it could have been.
Paul's looking. Spicy's looking pretty chipper about that last one.
Spicy didn't just steal his hammer there, right? Spicy scored on Paul's hammer.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's almost like a score and a half when you're able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so Spicy's got the lead here. We're still early in the match, but
Yeah, he's only up by 1 score, and this is going to be an 8-frame game.
it's an 8-frame
Which
game,
is
exactly.
for the Royal Palms, that's our standard number of frames. Sometimes when you're playing in the pro tournaments or in more formal tournaments, they'll play to 75 or they'll play a 16-frame game. At our clubs, we play 8-frame games.
Yep, it's a quickie. That's a
It's long enough.
technical term for it right there. It's a quickie. Let's see.
Oh, he's going in. He's just going hard.
Spicy's playing the board with him. He's like, he doesn't care that he's ahead. He's giving Paul a chance.
Oh,
and that's what you get. See, you play the board when you're ahead. It's just not a great shot. You know, you want to be playing above the board. And I don't know.
I mean, you know, sometimes players look down on you if you play a clearing game. They want you to get on the board. They want to make it a finesse game. They want to come after you, and they want you to come after them. And if you just clear, there are some players who get upset.
Yeah,
I don't care. I'm clearing.
Let's see what Spicy can do. Oh, almost got it off.
Almost, but did not. And he's still a nice enough block. Paul's just going to block him up again here. Oh, no. Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
Wow.
Beautiful shot.
He's got to just take out this 8 and not even worry about the -10. You know what I mean?
Right. This is his hammer here. He might get something done.
See, that's...
okay.
Got
you know
lucky.
What?
No.
Got lucky. Oh,
Paul's hammer. Paul's got one more.
Paul's hammer.
Oh, boy. This could be a crusher. They call it, look at that! Look at
that! Double soup!
They call it double soup in the business, friends.
Look at him, he's just mixing it up. Mixing up.
That is a 28-point frame.
For Paul. Look at him, he's backing up. He's just backing up to just give him a little breathing room.
No, he's just putting it on the scoreboard. He's like wanting to make sure that's the score.
Wow.
He's putting it up there.
That is a heartbreaker for Spicy.
Wow, that's what happens when you go on the board for no reason. Spicy
let that be a lesson to you. Got a little.
You had the lead too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had the lead, and he didn't have the hammer. What are you doing on the board?
And it's so early in the game too to be making those kind of risks. Usually, you start making those kind of risks where you have no other choice. You can't play defensively.
And when you're behind.
And you know what? Now's the time. Now he's got to get back on the board. He has no choice.
I think Paul wouldn't have minded that a little bit further out, right?
Spicy can hide, but and it looks like he is going to take that hide.
He's going to take this hide.
Yeah, he's going to see if he can put a deep 7 in there.
Something.
And he
got
gets
it exactly.
It's a beautiful hide.
Paul might be able to see that though.
Paul can see it, or he might want to just clear the block. He's got the hammer.
He's going to try for it.
He's going to go in and just misses it.
Right. Spicy's got a block here. Throw one right on top of the 10. You know, just
to keep.
I want to make sure.
Going down to take a look, see how far it is from the line.
He has no chance. What's he even bother? Why is he bothered?
Paul knows it's not it. All right, Spice Boy. He wants to get back in this match.
He's gonna just try to hide in there. Oh, he's gonna
try to block it up, but see, I don't like. The problem is he just given Paul a Tampa right there. You see that?
Yeah, Paul can get in there. Oh, but he didn't. He's not doing that either.
See, now that's a good block. Spice could take another one right here. Yeah, he's gonna try to get one more. Go down Suicide Alley, get one more if he can. Came up a little short. Try.
Now, if you're Paul, do you try to double up on that 8? Can he get in it from the other side?
I don't think he can get in there, but I wouldn't mind trying to score here.
I think that's where he's gonna head. Let's see. Oh, yep. Oh, tough luck.
And now,
tough luck.
Now Spicy can score this other side and pull a 2-score thing here, and he could get right back in the game.
I mean, he needs it. So let's see. He's getting in. He's going to go for a bump.
No. Did he get it?
Does he get it? I can't tell.
I can't tell either.
Hold on. We're going to go check. Everybody's going to check.
Oh, boy. They're gonna.
And?
15?
Yeah.
Let me get that
he got it.
They're going to give it to him.
He got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 15-point frame right there. So it's
that was a good swing.
Wow. Just the roller coaster ride right here, isn't it?
But he's back on the plus side. It's now 8. Paul has 8.
Yeah.
Spicy has 2. And now it's
a one-score game.
Spicy's
4 frames to play, halfway home.
Still anybody's game.
Yeah. See, give him another.
Yeah. Too high. He's got to work on those pilots.
I know. Spicy could definitely hide behind that again. He's looking. He's like, I think Spice should take it.
So for those of you at home, a pilot most very experienced players open with a pilot, which is a hide. You don't put something on the board and then come after it, then you'll just be trying to replace each other. You start with a hide and then you try to use that hide.
Yeah. I mean, the idea. Oh,
Wow.
just giving him points. Ugh, it's terrible. Can't do that. The idea is that like a score without a block means nothing. But how do you ever get a score with a block? The moment you put up a score,
Right.
somebody knocks it out. And the answer is you put up the block first and then you hide behind it.
Or you get lucky.
Or you get lucky.
That's my move.
That's my preferred way to do it
That's my
too.
move. I
We all
just get
prefer
lucky.
that.
Oh, all right. Where's he headed with that? He's just clearing things out. He's got the hammer. That's a smart move. Don't go after something you can't get. Just clear the obstacles out of the way. You got discs to lose.
Oh man, that's pretty.
It's a nice.
That's a high 10.
That's a high 10. It's a good 10 and a block.
And it blocks. Wow. Spicy's got no choice. He's got to take that out.
He's got two. What is this stance that Spicy's working on? It's a little Charlie. It's the Charlie Chaplin. He's got a little bit of a.
He's looking at it.
Waka waka.
I like the.
Oh,
just
no!
a great whiff.
Wow.
Oh boy.
I mean,
no.
but Paul,
Paul needs
little
a good
blocked
block
up.
here.
He can't mess things up
he
here.
puts a good block here. Oh, that's pretty.
Wow, that's really nice.
Wow.
And look at that. He's made a mess of the board for Spicy. That's a classic
Where's Spicy
move.
Going?
He's just going to go down the other
He got
side.
one. He got one.
Okay.
Almost got that.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, 7 for Paul.
The problem is Paul scored on Spicy's hammer there. That's the thing. If Spicy could have just converted his hammer, then like
He would have something,
he would
but
have
now,
the lead.
But now Paul's got another shot to widen the lead on his side.
Like Paul's got 2 hammers in a row now, already up 2 scores. So if you're Paul, you're really playing a clearing game here, right? If you score even one of those hammers, you're going to go into the final frame up 3 scores.
Yeah.
So all Paul's got to do is just really play conservative here. You know what I mean?
Keep
the board
Spicy
clear.
from scoring.
Yeah.
Keep the board clear. Don't leave any room for errors. Don't put yourself in the kitchen.
Yeah, now's the time for Spice to go on the board. That's a good
exactly
7
right.
now.
And then now is where you really have to have a strong clearing game. You don't. Oh wow.
See, it looks like a great shot, but is it a great shot? Because like he doesn't need that. It's kind of setting up for the reverse.
Right.
Well.
It's a good point though, and now he doesn't really have a choice. He's got to go on the board unless he just wants to shoot it off. But
see, I hate that too.
Because he could just good replace. He's got to stay away from that other disc.
Right. He's giving. Oh, see,
no.
like look what that could have been.
Yeah. No, he could have taken his 10 and made it a kitchen shot.
Wow. See, if you're Paul, you just should be scoring to the other side here.
Paul's got to just clear.
Oh! No. Wow. That's. I don't know how Spice can come back from this.
I think Paul came into this game as an underdog, and I think we're seeing here that you should not underestimate Paulie Cogs.
Paulie Cogs, looking to put the icing on the sundae right here.
Oh.
Did it. 27
Beautiful.
point. Wow, that's
a huge swing.
Game's over, friends. I hate to say it. I know we're still 2 frames away from the end of this, but like that's game over.
You're saying that there's no way he can come back from that.
I'm saying that there's no way that he can come back from that.
I don't believe that's true. I'm a believer till the end kind of a person, and I still feel like
I think that's adorable.
Something.
I think we're moving on to game 2. Spicy's left the frame here.
Forget it. I can see that never happened.
Look at
he's like, I need a beer. I gotta take a picture of the scoreboard. Where'd he go? You know what? This is like, I know somebody who played in the U.S. Open and was losing, and when they went to change sides, she went into the locker room and took a shower.
Oh.
Came out refreshed and won the match.
Well, that's the Hustler thing, isn't it? That's what Jackie Gleason does in the Hustler with Paul Newman. He goes in, he's losing to Paul Newman. He says, "Hey, you guys want to play one more?" And then what's his name? Is it Fats? Fats is the Minnesota Fats.
Yeah.
Minnesota Fats goes into the washroom, washes his hands, comes back out, whips Paul Newman's butt.
Wow. Just sometimes you got to refresh. So maybe Spicy right now, while we're waiting, has gone to wash his hands. Maybe we're going to start calling Minnesota Slims, Chicago Slims.
well, Minnesota Fats,
But in this case, he's
Yeah,
Chicago
yeah.
Slims.
No, I like that, Chicago Slims. That type of thing wouldn't fly necessarily in a professional match.
But it
taking
would fly during quarantine. You should be washing your hands.
That's true.
At all
That's
times.
true. I like that.
You'll-
All right, he's getting on the board.
You'll
This is
notice that
trying.
these guys are wearing gloves. I wonder how that's affecting their game.
Ooh, all right.
Whiff. Uh-oh. Interesting. Changed up the dynamic a little bit. Nice block.
If it mattered, you know what I mean? It just like, at this point, I don't know what Paul's doing.
Yeah.
He's letting him back in the match.
It's exactly what
right.
he's doing.
Like,
He
why
needs to
would
be-
you do that? You got
Yeah.
you got to just block up
You've
here.
got, and just leave yourself off the court.
Oh! That's not in, but like,
No, but
Spice
like
would have had a
that's-
chance at it. That's
yeah,
how he gets back in the
That's how
game.
he gets back in the game. Paul, you just got to get everything off.
Or just
the
block
board.
up. Don't get on the board. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
the thing.
No.
See, that's I don't like that either. But whatever. He's up 40. It shouldn't be an issue. But like, you know, if you're,
You're right.
if you're playing
It's really
for
risky.
an
Really
important
risky.
game like this.
Oh.
All right,
Okay.
well,
Wow. That's
so
15.
three discs in.
15 for Spicy. 15 for Chicago Slims.
Chicago Slims. I don't know if that's gonna stick.
No, you don't think so. Okay, where's Paul going
Paul's
with
just gonna
this?
try to score.
He's just gonna.
And
He
that's
does.
it. It's
There you
15
go.
apiece. Like still a 40-point lead.
Yeah, nothing has changed.
Are you still convinced that like
I
Spice is
can't.
coming back?
I just, it's like I never leave a movie before the movie ends.
I've done that once.
I never leave a sporting event before the event ends. I don't understand those people who like try to beat the parking.
You want to get your money's worth.
I want to get my money's worth. And also what happened to hope? What happened to optimism? You don't know how life goes. What if something really spectacular happens in that last few minutes? What if it's the gameplay of the century
What
and you
if
missed
Paulie
it?
puts himself in the kitchen 2 times just cuz?
Yeah. What if? And you were busy trying to beat traffic. Why'd you come to the game if you're so concerned about getting home? That's what I think. That's what I have to say.
It's an interesting point of view. I still don't think that Spice is coming back from this one. Spice doesn't even want to finish. Look at this.
He's like, let's get this over with and let's move on to the next
game
thing.
2 because
Who
that
can blame him? Who can blame him? This was
this
a real
is-
whooping.
this is a whooping is a really nice way to put it. That's a nice what do you call the obscenity-free way of saying that Spicy Boy got it handed to him.
It's sure. That's
in
another
game
nice
1.
way to say it. There's a way to not curse.
Hey,
We're trying
I'm
to
like
keep it
Heavy D
clean.
over here.
I don't know that.
Heavy D
reference.
had a great song in 1992 called Don't Curse.
Way to not curse.
Called Don't Curse.
Oh, don't curse.
Yeah, they had like
Well,
a
then, and Will
Pete
Smith.
Rock on it.
Will Smith says, "Easy with the swears." Easy with the swears. Okay, we're.
Ordinarily, that would be a bad shot for Paul, but at this point, it doesn't matter. Look at
Okay.
that.
So here's
Spice
the question. Oh, this is the last one.
This
Yep.
game's over already,
I
right?
see.
As long as like Paul should be pushing off the board now, right? Because
Yes.
that's 7 makes it so that
Exactly.
the most he
But
could
he's
score would be
not.
37.
This is where inexperience would hurt Paul because, he should be not leaving any room for error, and right now keeping himself on the board. I mean, look what he's doing. Luckily, it's you're right. It's a far enough thing, but
It's the type of thing that could,
It's-
look at well, when you've got it, you've got it. Like
I
what
guess
are we gonna
so.
say? We're telling Paul how to shoot when Paul is just doing nothing but like
Just
kitchen.
gorgeous
He's had
shots.
2 double soups in one game, in one 8-frame game.
yeah, he's like a regular Earl Ball over here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, very nice.
Wow, down on one knee, just
Just
serving it.
Just asking the game to marry him. I
Wow,
do.
well, there it is.
I do.
There it is. Another -3 for Spicy just to make sure that you're in.
Just to drive it in.
Hey, isn't that a beautiful club right
Look
there?
at that beautiful club. Sunshiny. It's just a sunshiny, fresh air, beautiful, bright thing in there. Oh, it makes me happy to see.
It's like a Beastie Boys video.
Sabotage. That one?
No, it's I think it's like the Hey Ladies video
that the
where we
one
go to
where
the
I-
fisheye. Yeah, you get the fisheye
Right.
lens.
How ladies get chuffy.
Cowbell. Ding, 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 ding. Let's
Okay,
see
what's
here.
happening here?
It looks like we're gonna switch sides here, and I think we're probably gonna. I don't know if we're gonna do some warm-up shots or not, but
We're just setting things up.
I don't think so. I think we're gonna go right into it
Now,
in a few seconds here. We're gonna go to game 2, and obviously Spicy's got to win this one to stay in it. If he even
yes,
wants a chance for
then
a
it's the end of
tiebreaker.
that. But I will say that, you know, when we went into this, Paulie was definitively considered the underdog. Everybody said so. We were talking last night to some people from the league, and they said, yeah, he's the underdog. And we'll see if Spicy can prove them right, because right now Paul's looking pretty strong.
He's looking strong. Well, brand new game. Here we go. Paulie Cogs. Looks like he's clearing. See,
He's
now
clearing.
now he's clearing.
Well,
All
he
right.
knows that he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's just that, you know, at the end there, it's hard. It's hard to just play it safe when you're somebody who's super competitive.
That's a beautiful looking St. Pete.
It is
Isn't that like right
St.
between
Pete.
the tip of the 10 and the alley?
Well, because what's nice
just what
about
you're
it is
looking
it's
for.
far enough away that it's hard for Paul to use to hide behind as a Tampa. But
Perfect
Paul's
clearing.
still clearing.
Nice.
And what we said a bunch of times before is that clearing is an underrated skill of playing shuffleboard. If you can't clear, you can't win.
I don't know if that's totally true, but
I've
never heard that before. But
I think it is true. I
if
think
you can't
it's
clear,
true.
you can't
There's
win.
there's something really. I mean, my heart sinks when I try to clear something and I stick, and I know I've just given my opponent a chance to do something.
Oh, Paul's got the
Wow.
speed though. You know what I mean? He didn't get that one in, but like, boy, was that close. Spicy's got to stay off the board with him because Paul has locked the F in.
Wow, that's good. Way to go easy on the swears.
Yeah. Let's see where's Spicy going here.
I don't know. He's just gonna.
He's going nowhere. Is where he's
No.
going. See now, Paul. He's giving Paul a chance for a double here. You see it?
You think he's gonna go for the double
He's
over
gotta
like
go
a
for the
little
double.
hide? Go for the double. Oh,
got
too
neither.
hard.
Oh
That's
boy, he
rough.
almost had that, right? He almost had two right
I mean,
there.
it would have been a nice if he could tap it, but that came in way too hot. There was no way he was gonna make that stick.
Yeah. No, it's just too bad though. I think it was the right shot though. I think like you go for that shot. It was
Sure,
right
you
there
wanna
for him.
take something. So it's 0-0. Paul lost his hammer on that one.
Yeah, that's you know.
It's still early on.
Still early on. You know, I think that like when shooting one of those doubles, it's very tempting to shoot a little bit harder than you should. You should be shooting the speed to make an 8. You know what I mean?
Really?
And like, yeah, because if you think about it, if you just tip that thing, we want it to land there and just barely spread. You know what I mean? Very often
See, I
we
always shoot lighter. I didn't realize that. You think it's just shoot as regular shooting?
shoot a regular shot. If you're trying to double an 8, you should be shooting an 8. You know what I mean? Is the
And
idea
so
there.
you should be shooting as if you're shooting an 8, not shooting as if you want to double.
Exactly. Yeah, the speed should be shooting an 8 speed.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Maybe that's why my doubles never work out.
That's it's a little something from Larry Farris's book.
Oh.
Yeah, which posted on the Royal Palms website in
That's
El
right.
Jefe's Strategy Corner.
Oh yeah. Well, if I'd been reading that, I would know. What was that? That was a big old woof, whiff and a woof. Oh no, it wasn't. He cleared his.
It wasn't a whiff, it was a
It
stick.
was a stick.
which
Like
is-
I said, you can't clear, you can't win.
and there's
Sure.
he almost hit by it. I mean, at least at the very
It's a
least.
little hidden.
Yeah,
It's just not an easy clear, but I think Spicy's probably got that.
he got it. Mhm.
Got
Scored
it
on the
and
other side.
scored on the other side, but it's an unprotected score. Paul should be able to just knock that out.
The great thing about it, though, is that it does stop him from trying to hide again. You know what I
true.
mean? So it's important that he got on the board there in some way. Like, it's
And
not
he's
just
trying
like,
to decide whether he wants to take the hide.
no, I
Look
think
at him, he's coming from that
he's
side.
just shooting that on an angle, but he's gonna hit it out.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Oh, and the minus 10
no!
again.
Are you kidding me?
Wow. Wow.
Paul
wow.
doesn't even know what to do.
Even
Paul
Spicy
doesn't
doesn't.
even. I mean, no, Paul. Oh, that was a nice clear from Spicy.
See, I would have preferred him to go for the 8 there.
I mean, at this point,
It's still early. It's 0-0 for
I'm
God's
just
sake.
saying, but he's demoralized. Oh,
Wow, 2 scores.
and it's Spicy's hammer. What does he do here? Does he try
I think
to?
just knock out one of them and replace. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. Like you
Yeah.
knock out one of them and replace.
I mean, he could, and he's got a little bit of a backboard there. He
Yeah.
could get one in the kitchen.
I think
could
all,
get that-
all you're
that
focused
deep
on here
8.
is coming out even, you know. And if you replace one of them, you come out even. You know, so I
Right.
think that he stole
I think he's
Paulie's
gonna
hammer
try.
the first time, you know. So
Right.
like, if Paulie steals his hammer this time, it's still an even match. I think that's the idea here. Let's see what he got. How's the speed? Oh, all right, that's not so
Okay,
bad.
1 down.
Yep, not too bad. It could have been a lot worse considering.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, 1 point game. But
Paul's got a little bit of a swagger.
Oh yeah,
I mean, he's
Paul's
feeling
walking
good.
nice now, doesn't he?
He's feeling
Yeah.
good.
You can see, like, often you'll see a little bit of swagger in the way people move their discs around. Even do you see that? Like, I don't know if you've ever felt it.
A little more. I've felt it with you, Mr. X, many times. He's got this move he does where he like catches his stick. You know when he's feeling real good about his game when he like throws his stick out and catches it. If you're ever playing against Jonathan Schnapp and he throws his stick out and catches it as he turns around, you know you're in trouble.
This is making me want to play some shuffleboard.
Oh boy.
All right, Paulie's gonna like put up a.
Oh look, he's a little like hop and a spin around. Or the whole thing. He's got a whole.
See now is not the time. This is good. See, he should be clearing here, right? Now is not the time to play around. But instead of clearing, he's replacing, right?
Because
he just keeps sticking. Because he can't win if he can't clear.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the thing.
That's why I think that's my new. That's my new spin. That's my new
I don't think
saying.
it's true. Do you see that though? Like, here's the thing about this court. We're on court 3. Paul tried to hide there, and it stayed on his side, right?
Yeah.
Which says to me is the court's a yellow court, right? It's going that way, right? So like the fact that Paul won game 1 doesn't really mean that much because he should win game 1 on this court.
Right.
Court 3 is going, going towards the black side, the drift. Look at him try to hide behind it there. Yeah. Well, he had to get so close to it that he dipped it. You know. So Spicy, in some sort of way, is still in the lead, even though he's down 1.
How so?
Can't come up short on that. I mean, he's got the hammer. It's okay.
Got the hammer, but it's a nice hide at this point.
Yeah,
right?
But like Paul's gonna have a hard time knocking Spicy's out without knocking his out.
He's just gonna double up and get himself.
Oh wow,
that's nice.
Spicy's he's gotta just worry about taking out the 10 and try not to knock out his own. Don't worry about anything else. Just get that 10 out of there. Oh no! Oh, he got it! What a lucky yeah. What a lucky Bialy Spicy is. That is a delicious oniony baked treat is what Spicy is. He's a lucky Bialy.
Lucky Bialy.
Oh wow. Okay. Somehow rescues his hammer and gets a half a score out of it and actually winds up in the lead 7-5. That was
usually
sometimes,
lucky Bialy. Sometimes you're a lucky Bialy.
Sometimes it's better to be a lucky Bialy than a good Bialy.
Sometimes it's better to be a lucky Bialy than a good bagel.
Yeah, either way. Yep. A lucky Bialy would be delicious right now.
I could go for a Bialy.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
A long time since I rocked.
Oh,
deep on the...
Just thumbs up.
Spicy is all over the place. I don't think he has any idea where it's going. And sometimes the game is like that, where you're not locked in.
No.
You can't get the speed right. You can't get the drift right. And like the true test of a shuffleboard player is how do you perform when that's the case? How do you perform when you're not hitting your shots?
But remember that neither one of these guys has been on a court or near a court for more than 2 months. We've all been, it's during quarantine time. We've all been inside. We haven't been around other people.
And how do you win when that's the case? You know what I mean? Like obviously Paulie is locked in. He's hit kitchen shots. Look at this. See, that is the right speed. He's got the speed so locked in right now. Spicy is in a place where he's got to find a way to win with strategy because Paulie's shot is it's way better than his right now. He's got the drift, he's got the speed, he's got it all. Spicy's got to play smart. All right, well... I mean,
or just knock him out.
I mean,
knock him in, knock him out.
So the problem is, like, if they keep playing 7 here, Paul's got
the
last shot, and he's going to wind up pitching him on the last shot here, or before then, right?
Wow.
Like, you can't be playing when you're up 2 points like this, and the guy's hitting kitchen after kitchen after kitchen. What are you playing deep 7s for?
Yeah, I just think he's still getting a feel for the game. I think it's been a long time since either one.
Oh, big shot! I don't think he got the kitchen,
I don't know if he did, but that was a nice shot.
That's a big shot, though.
And Paul's got the hammer.
He's going to do it to him again. You think he's going to do it to him again?
No, I think he's just going to take that 7.
Paul's going to check to make sure the kitchen's not in first.
Yeah, that's wise. Nope.
And now both of those discs on the back there should stay there. If they were to clear past that back line of the kitchen, they would be removed.
But because they're touching the line, they stay.
Exactly.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Paul's going in for it. He's knocking it out.
Of course.
Oh.
Of course.
Wow.
Of course. I told you. It was screaming that it was going to happen.
Heartbreaker.
Oh my God.
What a heartbreaker.
It's not even a heartbreaker. We all saw it coming. We all knew it was going to happen.
I'll take Paul for 20 bucks.
I'm not taking that bet. Definitely not. And I don't think Spicy would either at this point. I don't think anybody's taking, like Spicy's got to find a way back into this that just, I mean, he's got to get on the board now, and you know that Paul is going to try to put him in the kitchen again. So really what you're trying to do is make Paul put him in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Play the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like Paul, the one thing that Paul doesn't do, Paul is still playing kitchen with him right when he should be clearing.
I think he was trying to clear. I think he just whiffed that one. I think part of the problem is if you're feeling confident, sometimes you lose focus.
Speaking of confident, what?
Now he's just messing around.
No, now he needs a block bad.
I think he's trying to use the 10 as a block.
Yeah, I don't like that shot either.
Paul's just
not
gotta
going to miss
clear.
twice. No. See,
Ooh.
that's the thing. Paul,
You gotta go hard.
You got to go hard here. You're up 2 scores.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know,
enough to really
And no block either. I don't know.
Was that his last disc? Is this
No,
Paul?
he's still got another one. He's still got another one. Paul's got to
take
knock him
this
out.
short.
Right. So now Spicy needs to double here.
Yep.
Spicy's got to get this double. He really, really needs. He's just going to come up and try to just give that just a little kiss. Yep.
And
there
he
it
gets
is.
it.
There it is.
Beautiful.
Now, Paul's gonna shoot
Paul's
for
gonna
it.
at least shoot for the 8.
That's all
Try
he really
to do
needs.
a little
If he
nut.
just replaces the 8, he's still up 2 scores. Got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Perfect. See, he took his 1 point, stays up 2 scores.
And he's in a comfortable lead.
He's in a comfortable lead. Yeah, exactly.
Going into frame 7.
I think it's game frame 6 actually. This will be frame 6.
This is frame 6.
So there's 3 to go.
Okay.
3 to go, but Paulie Cogs with the swagger. You see that? Look at that swagger.
20-4 right now.
Look at that tushy.
He does. He's got some swagger. He's just smoothly hitting those discs over.
Yeah, you see that?
I see walking backwards a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, now he's
Feels good.
He feels a little bad for Spicy, which is rough, right? When you start to try to be gracious, that's when you know.
Here's the
that
thing,
you're in big trouble.
Spicy's got an avenue back into this though. Now don't forget, Spicy's got 2 hammers in a row here, right? 6 and 7, because the way that we play at the Royal Palms is yellow goes first, black goes first, black goes first, yellow goes first, right? The idea being that nobody has the last 2 hammers of the game.
Right.
Right? So if Spicy if he just clears and then scores his hammer, it scores 2 8s, we're gonna have a tie game.
So you see, Paul came up real short on his high
You
there.
barely even see it. It's
I
all the way at
know.
the top, but it's okay though. It's a good St. Pete. I still think that Spicy's got to. I don't even know.
I mean, Spicy's just
It's a
gonna
risky
get on the
move.
board.
You think he's just gonna get on the board? Or is he gonna try to clear?
I think he's gonna feel the need to get on the board here. I don't think he can.
No, he cleared. He kind of
But
gave
he's
him.
stuffed.
But it's a better stick at least. It's closer to a Tampa right there, right? It's actually pretty good. Paul's gonna hide beautifully.
Wow.
What?
Gorgeous.
Every single thing he wants.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. No, anything. It's been that kind of day. I just don't. Spicy's got to go for it. He whiffed.
Missed it.
Oh boy.
So this is the first in a series, right?
That's right. Yeah, we've got 4 different brackets to rule them all.
Okay, so next time we have our Thanksgiving champs.
That's right, Dave Bergman versus Sam Dewey.
That is hot to trot. And then after that, we have Royal Palms servers.
That's right, the Sharks versus the Jets. It's Emily Ellsworth versus Captain Scott.
Captain Scott. And then finally, Royal Palms bartenders.
That's right, Buddy versus Little David.
Wow. And then the winner from each of those will go on to play, and then they'll play, and then there will be one champ.
One champ to rule them all.
One champ. It's going to be great.
Oh, wow, beautiful block.
Wow.
See, now that's a great shot.
We call
He
that
knows
Fort
it.
Knox.
That's what it is. It's Fort Knox.
Spicy's got his last disc.
That's-
He's got to do something with it. He can't knock Paul out.
Oh.
He doesn't have a lot of room to go anywhere.
Boy,
He
is
could
that a
bump.
great block.
I guess he could try to come
I
up
guess
the
it's
other
the block.
side.
That's
He's
the
going to
block.
come for a bump.
Yeah.
Oh!
Got it. He got
Wow.
Got it.
That was actually a beautifully executed
That
bump.
was I mean, that kept him in the game at least in
and
a way.
it almost knocked Paul out. So it was well executed.
No, that was great.
A little short, but
I
it
was
worth
ready
it.
to call this game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was actually about to say, like, if Spicy didn't score that or knock
You would have
Paul
done
out,
it again.
I
You
would have
would've
done it
said,
again. And
"That's the
as
end
it
of that."
is, Spicy's on life support
Right.
for sure. He's down 2 scores. He's got 1 hammer. All Paulie's got to do is just like
Keep him off the board.
stay out of the kitchen.
And stay out of the kitchen.
Yeah, you stay nice
But we
and high
know
here.
what we know already from Paul's last game that Paul's going to get on the court and play.
It's true. He likes to play the board. He likes to constantly be kitchening.
Seems like there's some
A little bit of trash
little
talk.
trash talk.
Mhm.
These two are good friends. They're coworkers. They run the Royal Palms together. The two of them.
They really are.
They rule the roost.
They're extraordinary. The two of them really are, and like you hate to see anybody lose this one because
It's true. We love them both.
you doubt that like they're gonna hear the end of it for a while.
It's true.
Whoever that might be. See, that's a great one, right? You just stay above the board. Don't give Spicy a chance to kitchen. Don't give him a chance to hide. That's a perfect first shot.
I'll tell you, the person who loses will hear about it for a while, but I think it'll be a long time before anybody thinks that Paul is the underdog.
Yeah. I mean, I've played Paul and seen him play like this before. He can play really good. I think that both of them
They're both strong players.
see again, the attempt to hide there is misguided.
Mm-hmm.
He should be blocking right now because he's given Spicy a chance.
Oh.
Well, you know.
Now,
See,
Paul, you know, if you remember, Paul won the very first Royal Palms doubles tournament
Yeah,
with
the staff-
Avon.
oh, the staff
tournament.
tournament. Right.
Got a free trip to New York that he did not take.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
See, he's still trying to kitchen there though,
Yeah.
which is such a mistake.
And I mean, and now he's given Spicy
Spicy's
an
got to go
option
for the
here.
8. Get that in
Gonna
the
go for
kitchen.
the
It could be.
8.
Oh
Ah!
man! If it wouldn't have touched that, it really would have it probably would have gotten there.
Yeah.
Boy, that would have been a
That's-
kitchen shot.
I mean, when we talk about keeping your pigeons off the fence.
Yeah. Okay,
This
so
is-
here's the thing, right? Like you want to get in front of those two because Spicy's got a hammer shot here that could really do some damage.
Right.
So Paul
you
just
just
needs to
wanna
get in
it-
front.
Oh.
That's.
I mean, it's not.
Spicy's
not
got a
great.
shot here. Why is he shooting from that point though? He should shoot
But I think
from his
he's,
4.
you know, right now he's just looking at the board.
He's got to
thinking
shoot
about what he's
that
gonna
one
do.
right there. You know what I mean? The one right above the off. That's right. He's going to shoot all the way from that side. He could get back in this game. One shot puts him in the lead. He's down 15. He hits this shot, and it's a 17-point swing. He's up 2.
You're saying you want him to stick in the 7 and
He's got to hit
Paul
that.
into
What
the-
choice does he have? Where's
He's
he?
not- oh, no.
Where's he going? Why is he
I don't
shooting
know
from
where
the 1?
he's going. I don't know. He's
boy.
pulling up his pants.
I don't like this
He's
location.
bending down. Where's he going there?
Going for that
Oh,
one.
all right.
All right.
You got the 7.
You got the 7. It's not enough. Not enough when you don't have the hammer. You got to. I guess he thought that one was easier than go. As long as he was going for one of them, I guess.
Sure. You got something. He's still in it. 19-27 going into the last frame.
That's not really in it because he doesn't have the hammer. I mean, I guess it's a 1-score game. It's way better than the last game. That's
for sure.
He's not down 40. So there's that. But he does need to score on Paulie's hammer. You know what I mean? So he's got to find a way. Oh, all right. He's playing the 7. Now's the time. It's, if you're Paul, you do not try to kitchen him here.
Clear it. Oh.
He tried to clear it there. That was the right speed, but he stuck a little bit.
And now
Maybe.
there's a chance.
Maybe.
Now there's a chance.
All right, there's the 7. Don't forget, Spicy's down 8, right? So the 7 doesn't get it done for him. Oh man.
This is dangerous.
Spicy's got a chance.
If he can
Comes
get
in
something
too hard.
Oh,
no! What's the speed about on that one?
That's just
That was
a
like way
mess.
too hard. Why would you
That is
even?
a mess. Now Paul's gonna block that up.
Spicy's still got a chance.
He does.
Right? If he.
I mean,
don't
this
see
is
how
his
it
last
works.
disc though, so he's got to do a lot of magic here. He can get it done. Okay.
No, it's not it.
It's not enough. He's got
to
to
push off.
He's lining up. I don't know why he's lining up.
That's it. Oh, look at that. He's being. Wow. All right. I mean, I don't know how else to say it other than this is a solid.
A whooping.
A solid whooping.
A solid whooping by Paulie Cogs.
By Paulie Cogs. This has been great. It was a lot of fun, that's for sure. I had a good time with it.
I had a great time. It was great to see the guys. It was a tough loss. It would have been nice to see a more evenly matched match today. Yeah. I think we'll be seeing these two on the courts matched up again soon. I can't imagine that Spicy won't be calling for a rematch with some sort of explanation about being rusty, shaking off the cobwebs. That was a warm-up, something.
Yeah,
Spicy,
having played Spicy a good few times, I can say that he does have a lot of excuses.
Let's head back down to the course right now and hear from Spicy.
Spice Boy, how do you feel about your performance in this game?
Well, I feel like, everybody has bad days, That's Miley Cyrus said that. And I feel Hannah Montana, it rings true. I had a bad day today, and Paul just, took it away. He got a couple good kitchens in, and broke me down emotionally, and you couldn't get out of it,
Let me ask you this: did Paul get in your head today?
Definitely did not get in my head. I think I got in my own head. Sometimes you're playing a game and you don't even need the other person to say anything. You get 20 points down, you hit you with a negative 20, big old soup like that. You're not coming back from that mentally wise. One of those. Mm-hmm.
Paul, what would you say is the key to your success?
I was really feeling the speed of the court today. I was able to send him to the kitchen, make me some soup a couple times there, so that worked out pretty well. I was feeling the speed.
How did it feel playing against Spicy?
You like the camaraderie, but you want to win, and to really just dismantle a guy that badly, it hurt me a little bit, to really put my friend to shame in that sort of way. So that was a challenge.
Good luck in the next round, buddy.
Let's go. 2020. Let's get through this and let's party.
So I just have a feeling we'll see these two again. And I don't think there will be as many people rooting against Paulie than there might have been this time around.
I don't think anybody was ever rooting against Paul.
I'm just saying, I heard he was the underdog.
Well, Spicy's got 6 years of experience.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Spicy started off at the Brooklyn Royal Palms and then moved to the Chicago Royal Palms. So Spicy's been playing for 6 years. Paul's been playing for two.
Yeah.
So like that alone.
But Paul is one of those guys who's just naturally good at everything. He's just very coordinated and just kind of has an effortless mastery of things. I think you proved that here today.
Not to mention the tushy.
Not to mention a great tushy. Hey!
Well, we've got one more minute just to say a couple of thank yous. We'd love to give number one thank you goes out to Chef.io.
Oh yeah, Kevin and Trevor over there.
We call them Trevo and the King.
Trevo and the King, Teddy Waffles.
Teddy Waffles needs a big shout out as well. And the whole crew over at Royal Palms Chicago holding it down on this broadcast. It's been really, really special. We also want to give a special thanks to Royal Palms Brooklyn for being a part of this in their own way.
And we want to give a thanks out to you for tuning in and keeping Shuffleboard alive during this time.
We love you.
We're thrilled to have you.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.